Hey everybody, Jillian here. Welcome back to my channel for a new Bible journaling process video. Can you guess what I'm going to be using today? Some of the printables from the Print and Pray shop. These were designed by Brianna Showalter, and these I think are the July release. I was just recently inspired to use them. I had them printed on transparency paper from FedEx Office. It was really simple. They have an online app. You can just upload it to the app and then send it to print and then pick it up. These are some that I picked out from the printables here. This is not all of them. You get, I think, 2 sheets. I absolutely know that I want to use these sunglasses in my entry, so I'm probably going to cut them in half, maybe fussy cut them out and put them in the margin because they're just the perfect size to go in there. And then I'm not sure which other ones I might use. I might use this sun. I really like this shape. I think it looks pretty cool. It would be cool like hanging off the edge of the page. And then I wasn't sure which verse I wanted to do. I knew that in Matthew 5, I already had something journaled on that page and I didn't want to put it there. But if you look at the rest of the scripture on this one, she has a couple other verses. I think I'm going to journal this entry in Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1. So this was really helpful for me to see like what other verses she had included, since the whole theme that month was shining for Christ. So that's where I'm going to get started. I've decided to use these guys, and then I also have pulled out here some alphabet stickers. I have the big and bold alphabets in Black Eyed Pea. I have some homespun alpha stickers. I knew I wanted it to be either black or yellow, and then these from Snap from Simple Stories. So, and then I have my tiny attacher because for transparencies I like to staple things down. Got my journaling pens, my date stamp, and Stays On ink, and that's pretty much all I know so far. So I have my Bible open, ready to go here, and it's going to be on the left. I'm going to go ahead and get started now. To get started, I first put on some music and then decide where I want everything to go. So I'm just kind of moving things around the page, and I pretty quickly decide that I want to use this set of the 3 sunglasses, the brown, the yellow, and the lavender, and then I want to use that sun up at the top. And I end up leaving the sun exactly where it is because it's placed right over the verse, chapter 60, verse 1, which says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." So I take my tiny attacher and then I just staple it in a couple places. I don't like to use adhesive with transparencies because you can often see the adhesive through the transparency. And I have a dot runner that puts down blue dots, and I didn't want to see those from underneath the sun. So I went ahead and cut the printable in half with the sunglasses because I just wanted to use those 3, and I'm going to keep them down there at the bottom. Next, I'm going to use these black alpha stickers, and I got this great tip from Elaine Davis when she did the Revival Camp entry video. She mentioned that when she's out of a letter, she'll just cut the outline out from the sticker sheet, and I thought that is a great idea because I ran out of a lot of these letters really quickly. So that's what I end up doing. I just cut the H from the sticker sheet and used the outline of the H to stand in. So if you watch my channel, you know that when I typically put letter stickers down, I hang them off the top edge of my U-Rule Bible mat so I can kind of get an idea of where I want to place them before committing to them. So I originally put them up here towards the top of the page, and then I quickly realized that it's going to hang over the verse and obstruct it, so I won't be able to read it. So I take them off and then put them back on the mat and then kind of move them around to see where I want them. And I put them just to the bottom left of the sun printable. Next, I'm going to take these marigold colored alphas from Simple Stories, and I'm going to spell out the word bright and put that down underneath. So the title is Shine Bright. And I actually think that was the theme for July's printable, so not too original, but it doesn't really matter. So this is a really simple entry. When I filmed it, it was 21 minutes, and so a lot of that was me just chattering. So this was a really quick and easy one to do. You just need some stickers, printables, and a stapler if you decide to go that route. So I was kind of sitting on these printables for a while. I didn't use them. I had them sitting next to my desk, wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them, and then I felt inspired to use them, and that's typically how things go with these supplies here. In my Sunday school class, I have preteen girls that I teach, and our lesson usually always ends up going back to shining a light for Jesus, being a follower of Jesus, and what that means, and what it means to act like him and be different than the rest of the world. I mean, even if we're talking about the Hebrews exodus from Egypt, somehow we always get back to being a light in the darkness. And so I've recently had this skepticism about that. You know, is somebody really going to, in the grocery line, say to me, you know what, you're different. You don't act like the person in front of you. What's that about? How come you're like that? And in my Sunday school class this past Sunday, I had a girl, she's about 10 years old. Her parents do not attend our church. They don't attend any church. And she told me that as we were talking about this again in our class like usual, that one Sunday afternoon her parents had asked her, "Why are you different today?" She said that she wasn't giving them a hard time, she was behaving well, and, you know, on and on. And they asked her that, and my skepticism was immediately squelched, and I had to hold back these tears of joy. The girls in my class are alarmed whenever I start crying, even joyful tears. And so I did my best to kind of to move past that. And I was like, that's great, that's what we're talking about, that's the whole point of this. And so I really wanted to share that in my Bible and to share that with you guys, so I ended up journaling, "Lord, I am your ambassador. I want to shine in the darkness for you, always pointing back to you." I just drew some lines underneath the title there and wrote that, and then I put a date stamp on the bottom so that I could just remember this one particular entry. And then the space above the title there next to the sun, it was just looking a little empty to me, so I went back to the sunglasses and then fussy cut out this pair of red glasses that I thought went well with the color scheme, put them in with the tiny attacher, and then that's pretty much it. So just a quick, simple entry, doesn't take much time, but it has huge importance. And that's it. Here's a look at the finished page. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to tune in next Wednesday for a new Bible journaling process video. If you'd like, subscribe so you don't miss it, and I will see you soon.